Let's spot him that much, because H1N1, we lost 14,000 people. So with a novel coronavirus, it's plausible and pretty reasonable to say that we would have lost at least 30,000 people. 175,000 people who would be alive today if not for our politics. Now, you tell me how difficult it is for us to overcome our politics.
God damn it, dude. I know exactly who it was.
Maybe that overcoming politics would be like trying to overcome gravity, overcome the density of like a impossibility of escaping a black hole, because it appeals to the darkest part of our nature. So long as they can appeal to our bigotry, our fear, and our greed, they can amass power. So how do we break free from this crushing weight of our ignorance? How do we break free when somebody like Donald Trump can ascend to the most powerful office in the land based purely on fear, greed, bigotry, and ignorance? In the year of our Lord 2020, when we were supposed to have hoverboards, we got Donald Trump.
Damn, Dave London, you've been
Dear John
watching
Haywire, Mr. G is a fair man.
Hey,
You've been
Chris.
watching me for a year and a half,
Nightbot,
dude.
send
You're
Over
packages.
on
19
YouTube.
to GTPO, box 37,300 Hawaii, 96837.
Let me see if my
Necessary Soprano, raspberry vodka with sweet tea since
looks
I
like
have
it may
this
have come out.
Mother,
May have caught up.
Necessary
Here's a
Soprano
super
sweet.
chat from Rayla's mom saying, I'm 62. I grew up with pre-roll and Title IX. Women will lose reproductive rights if Barrett is confirmed. That's
Lord
politic
Clarence,
trumping
that's
science,
geocaching.
literally. Literally. And it's not, it is politics, but I have to throw in religion. As a spiritual person as I am, as much as when COVID-19 is over, I'm gonna be running around the church. Y'all gonna be like, Ben is a fool. I mean, I love going to church. I love the community of it. I love my particular church. I love the music. I used to be a musician in church. So as much as I am that person, I absolutely know that it's politics coupled with religiosity that is the ultimate change on our society. And it's because politics preying on the fears of religious people instead of inspiring the hopefulness that's in religious people and all people. But because politicians know that they could play and prey on the fears of the religious, the two biggest impediments to our progress as human beings, number one is our politics, and number two is the interplay of our politics with religion. Let me see if I can catch up with these chats. I'm not, okay, come on, man. Jeff, I am most certainly, this is, matter of fact, it's a vegan wine, and I promise you, I am so far from drunk. It's wine. Come on, man. I'm still a big dude. I know I lost a pound or two, but I'm a big dude. It takes a high alcohol percentage to get me to get me drunk. Let's read some more comments. I'm warming up. I know we probably an hour in, we're 49 minutes in. I think my best stuff comes at the end. Anybody who makes it to the end of this hour and a half, I think my best stuff actually comes at the end. Brenda Joyce Williams says, Trump for mass murder. Absolutely, man. Period, poo. Period. Y'all be glad I ain't got my Hennessy out here. I'm not going to put that one, TPC trees. I'm not putting that one on the screen. My wife's in the other room. I'm not, but I would just acknowledge that I see it and thank you. Oh, that's my, hang on. You can't come in here like, if I know you, I'm going to tell you I know you. Melody is my sister. Jesus Christ made wine, Ben. You're fine. Thank you, sis. let's see. I want to come in. I want to respond to you all's comments, and because I can talk all day. I can talk all day. Where are we at on YouTube? On YouTube, we have 1,364 people watching. Y'all are killing it on YouTube. Click that like button. We have 1,000 likes. That's bananas, YouTube. And you know I'm about to ask for more. Let's get it up to 1,300 likes. I might be asking for too much, but I thank you. We have 800 on Facebook. Facebook, what happened? I guess, you know what? The thing is Facebook is more raw politics. If you want to know where like the blood sport of politics is, it's on Facebook. See, I could, on YouTube, I probably could honestly talk to you guys about what I really want to talk about, which is like, y'all ready? How does humanity survive the end of the universe? I could probably talk about that on YouTube for hours and people would watch it. Because YouTube is flexible. You could talk about any number of things on, but Facebook, if you're not talking that hardcore politics stuff, man, that's why I got 1,400 people on YouTube and 740. I just lost 50 just then. All right, let's get to the next story. No, I didn't. Infinite Content just updated me. There is a shelter-in-place order placed at Walter Reed because a suspicious package was left there. I'm going to jump on Twitter because that's where I get my fastest news. And I think my producer just sent me something about it. Let me check the messages. There is a MAGA crowd out. This is interesting. I'm not sure. Like there is a huge Make America Great Again crowd outside of Walter Reed. So it could be any number of things that, thank you for sending that, Melody. My computer is just catching up. Now I'm getting messages in real time. But I did not hear about that, but we'll keep our eye on that to see what's going on. I want to read this comment, and actually I want to pull it on the screen. So I'm hoping that my comments are over here. Let's go down. Come on, guys. I want to get this comment from YouTube. It is a very important comment. Bear with me 1 second. There it is. Protidi Khan. Protidi Khan said, scientists here. I've worked previously in a virology lab. You have no idea how infuriating the American mishandling of the pandemic has been for me. You're right, I can't imagine. I can't imagine being a person who, while we did not have a vaccine for it, there are just standard operating procedures because this is not the first pandemic. This is not humanity's first time at the rodeo. And if we had just not allowed our politics to cripple us, to shackle us, throw the cripple away. I'm doing my best to get rid of ableist language, just out of respect for my friends. But to shackle us, if we had not allowed it to shackle us, sure, we would have lost some people. There's no doubt about that. But we absolutely did not have to lose 205,000 people. And we are so desensitized to that. We are so desensitized to that. Do we realize how many people that is? That is, if you're talking about an 80,000 seat arena, we're approaching filling up 3 arenas, professional football sized arenas. 3 Super Bowl crowds. You know how you look in the stadium and you're on the 50-yard line and you look the 360 view? I don't know if I used to be in the marching band, so I know what it is to be on the 50-yard line and look around 360 view and you can't see a single face, but you know their body's there. Now multiply that full stadium by 3. That's how many people we've lost because of the ridiculousness of our politics. I don't know that we can absorb that number. Can we, maybe we shouldn't absorb it. Thursday night, I tried to absorb the emotional reality of these people trying to send my siblings, my brothers and sisters, back to teach in the classroom. And honestly, like, as big as I have been and big as I am, I used to be 70 pounds heavier. I never had a blood pressure problem. One exception, when I was a school teacher. When I taught school, those little, now that was the only time. But as soon as I stopped teaching school, I never had a blood pressure problem again. But when I tried to internalize the sheer sociopathy of them not caring about us so much that they would force students, teachers, staff, janitors, school bus drivers, custodians, just all of these people back into the absolute worst conditions for trying to maintain or contain a virus. That messed me up on Thursday night. That messed me up. I had literally had to go outside and stare at the moon like I'm a damn werewolf at 1 o'clock in the morning to just kind of recompose myself. And so maybe it is in our best interest not to be able to internalize the sheer horror of what 210,000 lives being dead it really is. But I also think that's the reason they're able to continue to kill us. The reason they're able to continue to do these things is because in order to keep us from snapping, we turn off a certain portion of our sensibilities. Because if we were to internalize it, I don't think there's any way possible that this political system would still be standing, because the 330 million of us who are still alive and not complicit would have removed them from power a long time ago. I want to see if, let me go over the shout out. On YouTube, hey, do me a favor. I don't care where you are, if you're on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, wherever you are, do me a solid. If you have a Gmail account, you have a YouTube account, everybody go to YouTube real quick and subscribe. Keep open the window you're in. I don't want you to leave the window that you're in. Open up a new window. Go over to YouTube and subscribe. We're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. Nan Johnson subscribed on Twitch with Prime. Monique Ganem subscribed on Twitch with Prime. And Plestio Don subscribed at Tier 1 on Prime. Thank you all so much for doing that. Luna Diana wants to know if I'm going to talk about the Brianna tapes. I want to say something. My producers have prepared some of those tapes for me, and I'm still sorting through them, and I'm going to put it in the podcast on Monday. That gives me more time to address it in a much more structured fashion. And by Monday night, I will discuss all those tapes, or as many of the tapes as I can discuss on the stream on Monday night. Joshua Collins says COVID doesn't affect the lungs only. It affects the blood vessels. It hurts the brain, the lungs, the kidneys. Main symptom is pain and fatigue. Thank you so much for your super chat, everybody. Marva Jack says, he is running. See it to believe it. I'm not sure what that's in reference to. I'm certainly not running for office, so I don't think you're talking about that. And Donald Trump certainly isn't running anywhere, so I know you're not talking about that. So help me understand that. Yeah, let's do this. Teachers in the audience, in solidarity and love. Can everybody show some love? Teachers, identify yourself. Comment if you are a teacher, wherever you are. And I want everybody in the chat room to show our teachers some love, and not just our teachers, essential workers. Now, if you've ever been to church, this is the part of the service where the pastor tells you to go and meet somebody, shake their hand, and tell them that you love them and that God loves them too. This is very similar, but don't worry about that part. If you're a teacher, Tell us you're a teacher. If you are an essential worker and you've already been out there, you've already been risking your life, put it in the comment section. And I want everybody to show them some love and some solidarity while I get the rest of these comments together. Teachers in the house, Christopher Prince. I see you, Chris. Esther teaches special education. Sherry's husband is an essential worker. We got a teacher all the way from Europe. It is well past your bedtime. No matter what part of Europe you're in, Maria, it is well past your bedtime. Let me stop. I don't know what your bedtime is. You could be educators in the house. We got a sub from ATG Coach. Thank you for subbing. Yeah, everybody give some love to our teachers and our essential workers. 5th grade teacher from North Carolina. I see you. Alexandra, I see you. Teachers in the house. Much love and respect. I even hate to bring this particular super chat on the screen, but we got to confront the reality. We ignoring the reality doesn't change the reality. Somebody just gave me the most up-to-date numbers. And my system is lagging a little bit. It's weird. It's expensive behind. Do me a favor, David, and put keep putting the super chats in the chat room, because my system froze up again. Over on Twitch, James Ramsey. Sorry about that. I know I messed that up. Sent the message saying, appreciate your content, comrade. Solidarity, man. You know what I appreciate? I appreciate my friends to the left of me respecting the fact that I don't really try to fit in any particular category. I'm not going to try to fit what I believe into something that could be neatly described as socialist, communist, Marxist, Lenin, any of that. And that bothers a lot of my friends on the left. But then I do have some friends to the left of me, way to the left of me, who respect that, and just, you take the good with the good and you leave the rest. So thank you, comrade. I appreciate it. Jamer said, mad love to all the essential workers. Raises for all. Raises for all. That's real. Tim Olaf with a super chat saying, thank you, teachers. Thank you, Tim. Nicole said, this is the one I didn't want to say, but we got to talk about it. Current number of COVID deaths in the United States is 209,864. That is 70 times the deaths from 9/11s. We have had 79 9/11s, and we went to war, erroneously so, because of 9/11. And we're pretending, America's pretending like these 210,000 lives didn't matter. Kathleen Lackman, thank you so much for that super chat. Brenda J. Nelson, thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, I love this. I asked my producer to give me a column where I can see all the troll comments, because sometimes they really do inspire me. Marty Lewis said, you are a Marxist. Well, I just kind of discussed that. I'm not really a Marxist. I don't really, if you ask my Marxist friends, they're going to call me a liberal, right? You ask my liberal friends, they're going to call me a socialist. You ask my conservative friends, they're going to call me a communist. So I don't really fit in any category. What I am, though, what I fight for, and what I believe in, I'm going to say it over and over and over again until everybody in the audience can say it with me at the same time. What we fight for is right. It is just. It is good. It is noble. And it is worthy. We're fighting to make sure that every single human being on the face of this planet has the ability to not just survive, but thrive. And if that makes me a Marxist, then in your mind, Marxists are right. Because you know, let me tell you, this is what I was thinking about earlier. Even if you hate me, if you are in the stream just to hate on me. Before I finish that, Dome Goddess Nikki, thank you for the super chat. Tim Olaf again, thank you for teachers. Michael Norris, another teacher. Hi Ben, but another teacher, but all the way in Australia. You're still a comrade, mate. I think you guys come here I think you like my philosophical musings, but you also come here for the dad jokes and the fact that I'm clearly a Disney dad kind of dude. And I'm a Disney dad that lives on the edge of taking up arms and being a key part in a real revolution. But what keeps me from doing that is the fact that I have like the most adorable kids in the world. And I want to do everything that I possibly can to maintain the stability that we currently have, the measure of stability that we currently have, because they deserve the chance to make a better world than I could. And so my last option is to destabilize what we have here in some type of glorious revolution. But don't mistake me for any second. Like the yin to my yang, my Disney dad is burn it all down. So maybe that troll is right. Maybe I am a Marxist. Anyway, for people who don't like me and continue to come back, babe, you out here? Okay, my wife is gone. Not that she won't see this. I'm gonna tell you like I told this woman I used to know. If you keep hanging out with me, we're gonna get in a relationship. Just if you keep coming back to this stream, I don't care how much you dislike me. You know what I'm saying is truth. You may hate the labels of the politics that you ascribe to me, but you keep coming back because you know what I'm saying is the truth. There is no reason in the world that when we generate this much wealth in our society, every single one of us, you who don't like me, you contribute to the creation of all of this obscene wealth, more wealth than we have seen in the history of mankind. All of us help create that. Jeff Bezos is not Jeff Bezos, whatever you want to call him. He is not him without every single one of you in this stream, without every single person on the face of this planet. And so if we collectively have the ability to create this obscene wealth, why do we allow there to be something called homelessness, poverty, hunger, lack of health care, not being able to go see a doctor because you don't have insurance? Why do we allow it? We allow it because our politics shackle us. Because there will always be greedy men and women and non-gender conforming individuals, quite frankly. Ambitious people whose path to glory, their own personal self-aggrandizement, goes through appealing to the worst in human nature, appealing to the bigotry in human nature, appealing to the fear in human nature, appealing to the greed in human nature. There will always be those type of people. And so long as there are always those type of people, there will always be people who rise to the top of our systems by weaponizing the very worst in our society. That's why we can't look around us and see how magnificent of a level of wealth that we've created, that they would still, do you realize that we could solve the problem of homelessness and every billionaire would still be a billionaire? We can ensure that every single person has a doctor that they can go see and every single billionaire will still be a billionaire. We can make sure that every single individual has the best education and every billionaire would still be a billionaire. So why don't we do it? We don't do it for two reasons. We built an entire system off the very worst in human nature, greed. Greed is literally the worst in human nature. Bigotry can be overcome before greed can be overcome. And a lot of you fancy yourself to be Christians. The love of money is the root of all evil. That's what your book says. That's what my book says. But we pretend as if the rejection of greed is the root of all evil. You look at me as more evil than Jeff Bezos, whose greed led to 20,000 employees of Amazon contracting coronavirus, while he made $500 million, multiple billions of dollars during the pandemic. He made it on the backs of those 20,000 employees who contracted coronavirus. We have erected an entire system that is rooted in the greed of mankind. And you look at me as if the Bible says the rejection of greed is the root of all evil. And you call yourself a Christian? Like I told that girl years ago, you keep hanging out here. You keep saying, she's kept saying she wanted to be my friend. I just want to be your friend, Ben. It's okay, cool, no problem. We be friends. Let's watch movies. Let's play video games. Let's do what friends do. But if you keep hanging out with me, you're going to know I'm telling the truth. Come on, some more super chats, infinite content. Hey man, infinite content. Those of you who give super chats on a regular basis, I'm gonna have to send y'all like a 1099 or something. Like I gotta get y'all a tax write-off or something. That's, you guys are just consistently blessing the channel, and I really appreciate that. He says, I'm a pharmacy tech. If the pharmacy staff gets sick, do you all have any conceivable idea how much people will suffer if they can't get their meds? Yeah. No, I do. If some people in my family don't get their meds, it's a matter of life and death, right? But you got to consider like the risk that we're putting. I think the core of what he's saying is the risk that we're putting our essential workers in is putting our entire society at risk. We should be thoughtful enough of the individual essential worker to be concerned about their own well-being. I don't advocate for essential workers because I want the system to keep operating. I advocate for essential workers because they're human. They are people. They got people who love them, just like people love me. They've got children, they've got friends. So they are worthy of being advocated for beyond the role that they play in our society. But capitalism is so self-destructive that it has no regard for the fact that if our essential workers go down, the entire damn system goes down, you morons. Not you, the viewer, the capitalist. So it's so self-destructive, whereas I'm like, hey, I know you play a critical role in society, but you know what? Even if you didn't, you're a human being. All lives matter, my black ass. These people can't even see the significant role that this individual life plays in their own material success. Jeff Bezos can't pay attention to the fact that 20,000 of your employees go down with COVID-19. That is going to put a strain on your systems. You're not going to be able to hire people who can come in and replace them with the same efficiency of the current worker that is there. Sure, you can go get new employees, but the downtime is going to affect your profit margins. But he doesn't care about that because he's hitting the numbers that he wants, and he's made 30, 40, 50, $100 billion in the pandemic, but he can't see the forest for the trees, which is if you lose your workforce, you lose your long-term viability. Capitalism not only does not see your self-worth as a pharmacy tech. Strike that. I said that wrong. Capitalism not only refuses to see your value as a human, but it also ignores your value in your role in society as a pharmacy technician. And it would just as soon work you until you're dead and then look around and be like, you guys know that meme from Pulp Fiction with What's your boy from Saturday Night Fever? It's going to be like, well, who's going to replace you? That's because all it thought about was its next quarterly profit margin. That's it. The next quarterly profit margin. Not the fact that, oh, this quarter we had 20,000 people contract COVID, which is not good for the long-term viability of any company. All right, let's keep moving. Ruby Kenway says, how much time we got? Okay, I got 16 minutes. Ruby Kenway says, I work in administration at a college, and we recently started having students have to withdraw from the semester due to neurological issues they've developed after getting COVID. It is so sad. I don't think I have the energy to expound on that. Ruby, thank you for sharing that. Carol Funk said, 100% what is right and just and good and noble and worthy. I don't care what you label me. I know what I'm fighting for is right, just, good, noble, and worthy. And if you want to call me a Marxist, fine, okay. If that gets you off. But what you're doing is you're saying that what Marxists advocate for is right, just, good, noble, and worthy. Because you know in yourself, see, this is the part of the church service where the preacher makes the appeal to the congregation. You know what I've said has pricked your heart. You know that there's no excuse for this society that makes trillions of dollars of wealth every year. Every year we make enough wealth to ensure everyone has a baseline of living. We honestly, especially if you live in the right area, can make sure that every person alive on this planet, every family, however they define family, which is none of my business, how you define your family, but every family unit can live at a baseline of this, which I always describe as just nicely framed. I just framed it. I put the flowers over there every day. I can't leave them there because my son would tear them up. I put the picture over there. This wall is empty because I moved the picture. I framed it. I took time to frame it. It's illusion. It is definitely not as posh as it looks. However posh or not posh it is, we make enough wealth in this society to make sure that every family unit, however you define your family, it's no business of mine how you define your family. We generate enough wealth so that everyone can have a baseline here. But why do we not do it? Because we want to see Jeff Bezos get his 16th mansion and his 14th mistress. I mean, bro, can you be happy with just one mansion and 2 mistresses? Can you do that for the sake of humanity? Or are we really willing to burn through human lives? Burn through humanity. Burn through our long-term viability. See, we haven't really faced the challenges that we have to face. We haven't faced anything yet. Climate change is going to be the first real check. It's going to be the first real chin check for humanity. But if we survive climate change, there are there are an infinite number of calamities in this universe waiting to destroy us. And we can't figure out how to survive a goddamn pandemic when we've been surviving pandemics since mankind was big enough to go outside and breathe air. The ignorance of our politics has shackled us. Y'all saw me catch it. I'm doing better. The ignorance of our politics has shackled us to the point where we have regressed to the point where we can't even survive the most human of dilemmas, the most human of the great filters, if you want to talk about that. A pandemic. We have regressed so far that our politics has shackled us to the point where we have lost 210,000 brilliant possessors of human consciousness, lives, because of the ignorance of our politics. I'm telling you, we have a better chance of breaking through the light barrier than we do the ignorance of our politics. Let me flip that and say that in a different way. We can overcome the ignorance of our politics. The odds may be against us, but we have to. We effing have to. We absolutely have to, because if we don't, we're not talking about some distant future generation being the last generation of humanity. I think some of us are okay with living our lives today with no regard for the future of humanity, because we always think about it as something that's so far off. We think about the end of the world as being something so far off. Oh, that's something a future generation is going to do. It's something they're going to make a mistake on. There's something they're not going to do. It's probably going to be 1,000 years in the future. And we don't realize that the ignorance of our politics of today has the exact recipe for our destruction today. Today. Till this day. Who knows that meme? Sorry. Serious ass conversation. And I'm thinking about a boxing meme. And because we believe that we cannot destroy ourselves, we are currently saddled with the exact recipe necessary for our destruction. And I think I'm already over time. No, I got 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Listen, for those of you who hang out to the end, I admire you. I could not, personally, I'm gonna be honest with you. Don't listen to me, because I'm glad that you're here. There's like no way in the world I think I could actually sit somewhere still for an hour and a half. But accept the fact that I'm doing it. So I guess that's a lie. I guess I can sit somewhere an hour and a half if I'm doing the talking. Couple more super chats. Marva clarified. She said she was talking about Trump wants and needs. A major change is coming. Oh, he's running. He's like, okay, I get it. Excited to keep speaking truth. Thank you so much. Gaster Son's X just sent in $5 as a super chat. I appreciate you. Laura S. sent in $5 as a super chat. Cheryl Klingenberg sent in $5 as a super chat and said, thank you. It's the truth that brings people here. Infinite Content brought in some information for me. Only the 1918 pandemic, Civil War, and World War II have cost more American lives so suddenly. As Amy Goodman says from Democracy Now!, the true number of deaths is most likely higher. Let me give a couple of shout outs before we get out of here. Samoa's in Jimo. I know I massacred that. Please forgive me. Subscribe with Prime. Squish Monkey cheered with 100 bits. Thank you for that. 601 Robert subscribed with Prime. Missy Rise subscribe with Prime. Hey, Missy. I appreciate that. Again, if you want to support what I do here, it's going to expand. The reason you can see at this quality is because of my patrons. I bought this camera with the support of my patrons, patreon.com/BPD show. But the way you can support this program, this stream, this conversation, this friendship that we have, honestly, like, I recognize people's faces when I'm in public, and I recognize people's names, and I know when you're here again, and I definitely, my radar goes off when I don't see some of the same people, especially people who comment, right? I definitely notice, because these internet relationships and friendships and associations are so much more meaningful during COVID-19. So one way that you can help support this stream is if you have Prime, Amazon Prime. I've been talking about Jeff Bezos all night. Go to twitch.tv. Twitch.tv, you can use your current Prime account. It doesn't cost you any money. And they take $5 from your current Prime account and they send it to who you subscribe to. So go subscribe to me on Twitch with Prime, and it costs you nothing more as if you already have Amazon Prime account. All right. Jamer Niece says, Ben, I gave up on labels. If anything, call me a humanist. Call me a humanist. I might be a Christian humanist, but I'm definitely a humanist. One more super chat, or two more. Our current politics promotes individual corporations, and this is from Rodney Fong. He said, our current politics, I lost it. Why is it moving so everywhere? Hang on, let me maximize this screen. Our current politics promotes individual corporations instead of the human community that supports the corporations because the lobbyists have control of our government. Y'all know that man's telling the truth. Mirand DASF. Mirand ASF. Myra. Thank you for the super chat. So anyway, there's a couple of big picture things. I'm going to use my last 5 minutes here. If I don't get your super chat after this or your comment after this, it's not because I don't appreciate you and want to recognize you. It's just that sometimes y'all know I get into the zone and then I'll be like, good night. So if I miss your super chat after this, I will definitely recognize it on the stream tomorrow night or your subscription or whatever you do to support. I need to be honest with you. I kind of said it coyly, and I said it earlier in a way that was self-aggrandizing. When I talked about the young woman that I was long before I met my wife, years before I met my wife. There's this, how old was she? I was 25, she was 27. And she said she wanted to be my friend. And I told you that story kind of in a self-aggrandizing way to make me look cool. But there's a truth underneath that story that I think you should be aware of if you're not already aware of. The time that you allow me to talk to you is immensely powerful. Even if you don't like, even if you're here, even if you're listening to me and you hate me, you are allowing me to talk to you an hour and a half it's like 5 days a week, 7 days, 6 days a week. I might take a night off. That is inordinately powerful. And I don't think anybody really tells you this, even if you already know it. Now, right now, we only have 1,700 people watching, 1,763 watching across all the platforms. What people like Rush Limbaugh won't tell you, it's the same thing that people like Rachel Maddow doesn't have the time to tell you, or probably the concern to tell you. But because of the nature of what I do, I'm going to tell you. Every night when I sit down to talk to you, it is a piece of a much bigger picture that I use politics simply as an entryway to paint the bigger picture to you.
I didn't start yelling at all.
Now, some of you already know the bigger picture because you can just tell the different illusions that I make.
And you're fucking like, idiot.
I recognize
and you
what
can't deal with criticism.
Others of you appreciate the camaraderie, the friendship, the laughter, the self-deprecation. All that.
Idiot. No, you're gonna listen to me talk now. You're gonna listen to me talk now. Because you're gonna boot me out of your shit.
Significant part of your life.
No. I don't want to hear anything he's got to say. You're gonna look.
Telling you this because it's the right thing to tell you.
If you're gonna sit there and like
Joe Rogan is not gonna tell you this. Because he probably doesn't
listen
he's just
to
doing
me
his thing.
talk
He doesn't really
now.
Rachel
You're going
Maddow
to
will
listen
tell you
to
this
me talk now.
How's she going to do that in an hour show when she's trying to tell you about what Trump is doing?
How are you going to expect
I don't
to
think
be
I don't think people are
I don't wanna
nefarious
listen
in
to
not telling you
anyone
this. I think they just are
talk.
like just going about their business and don't have the time to just actually tell you
Fucking
that what they're doing
annoying.
is shaping you and molding you and influencing you. And after a while, you're going to start sounding like Joe Rogan if you listen to him an hour and a half every day. After a while, you're going to start sounding like Rachel Maddow if you start listening to her every single day. After a while, you're going to start repeating and saying things that sound like Ben Dixon if you come and hang out with me every day, just like I told that young woman. Well, she was older than me, but you know, I told her, you
You're a
keep hanging
fucking
out
dumb
with me.
asshole, dude.
I know you just want to be friends, but if you keep
You
hanging
wanna
out with me
fucking
as a friend,
play
you're gonna
this
fall in
dumb
her.
game?
She was gonna fall
You
in
wanna
love with
play
me.
this
And she
dumb
did.
game with muting people?
And she did for
And
that period.
start
And then,
shit.
you know, the rest is not history. 'Cause
You're
I made history with another
actually
woman. But that's beside the
starting
point. The point is
shit.
this: you gotta protect your
Sean,
mind.
I've been nothing but calm.
And you
talking
gotta
to
be
you.
aware
No,
that
you
anybody who
haven't.
spends this kind of
You're
time with you,
yelling,
whether
like,
I
it's
didn't
radio,
raise
podcast, or
shit.
TV,
I
throwing,
raised
like,
shit.
words
I
they're
raised
doing
shit.
it, whether consciously or subconsciously,
raised
to influence
shit.
you to do something.
That's not me raising
Or
my
to believe
voice.
something.
That's me voicing my
I don't know how many
concern
of them
over
are
you
cognizant of what they're
doing
doing.
dumb
I'm
shit.
cognizant of what I'm doing.
You
And the
can't
same
keep
reason
fucking
I would just
doing
tell you
dumb
this straight
shit
out
like this.
is because I trust what I'm
That's
doing
not how you
is
fucking
rooted
enforce
in what's good,
rules.
what is just,
You don't
what is
enforce
noble,
rules the
what is
way
right,
that you
and what is
think
worthy.
that you can do it. You enforce
There
the
are people
rules
who have the
so that
exact
the
same skill
fucking
set that I have,
rules get upheld. Apparently, you
who are
can't
doing the
uphold the
same exact thing that
rules.
I'm doing,
Come on, guys. This isn't a boomer hour.
who are
Let's
doing
just
it for their
stop.
own
Has
personal
nothing to do
profit.
with age. Has to do with the fucking rules.
I have been doing this since before I made a dime, since it
Why
cost
does
me
no one else
money to
have
do it.
issues? Like
Because I have been apprehended by the
Everyone
very
has
thing that I'm trying
issues
to apprehend,
because you've
which is
created
justice,
a bad
what is
vibe.
noble, what is
Name
good,
them.
what is worthy,
Name
what is
wasn't me
right. So I
creating.
feel comfortable enough to tell you
I don't need to name shit. I
that
don't need
you
to
should be
name
careful
shit.
with allowing
moving forward,
anybody,
I think
I
it's a
don't need
fair
to
request.
name
including
I think it's
me,
a fair
no matter how
request.
many things I say
It's not a
that
matter
you
of
agree
a
with, be
request.
careful letting
Because I'm sitting
anybody
over here on this
occupy
other
this much
end.
of your
Favor, please.
intellectual
Fucked
consciousness,
everything
because
up.
it is a
Can we do that
powerful
soon
thing.
review?
Because no matter
Shit
how
for
much you want to be friends,
what?
if you spend this much
You
time
can
with
see
me,
that?
Right.
we're
No,
gonna be
go
more
grab
than
those
friends.
sodas.
You're
What
gonna
was
end
the
up
reason
subscribing.
you
You're gonna
pulled
end
me
up
out of
sending
it?
money.
Why'd
You're
you
gonna end
do
up
it?
becoming a
Everybody has to
patron.
go.
What
You're
was
gonna
the
end up
reason?
being tied to,
Tracy,
like,
we're
if I
you're
do
just
something
being
wrong in
Tracy,
5
you
years,
tell me.
if it comes out that I got like 18
Toxic
mistresses
shit.
like
There's no
Jeff
Toxic.
Bezos,
toxicity. I didn't
then
say
you're gonna
anything.
be
Make her
I was
do it.
sitting there
emotionally
fucking
attached because we
voicing
spent so much time
you
together.
Tracy, we're pouring up.
So I just want you to be cognizant of the fact. I want you to know that I
You
know
record this.
that this time that you spend
Don't
with
love
me
me, do you?
is
Look at all the bullshit she
What are you
precious.
talking about, Gamble?
I bought her most
Me
of
to
that.
make sure
I gave you
that
$60.
you are fully aware
I gave you
of what
C.
you are
Fuck are you
giving me.
Alright, well, some
That's
of
why when
that
people
I
say,
bought.
Ben, thank you. No, thank
It's like a
you.
fucking kid with
Thank
Christmas.
you, because the space that you are affording me is your most valuable resource. There is nothing more
No, it's all more
powerful
than $1.
than what goes on between your ears.
Well, at least you got me nice
Nothing.
bowls. Thank you for the bowls.
You have
Giving it to
no
me
My nigga
damn
Tracy.
near an hour and a half every
Okay?
damn
You have
night.
no bearing.
I want your
I
respect, Tracy.
that, and I
Just
honor
to be
that enough
clear,
to
Give her a whole new
admit
level of respect, Tracy. Do I give you some respect?
into consideration how much
How
time
can I
you
show
give
you more
anybody,
respect?
whether it be some Joe
no
Blow
bearing on
in a nice living
Tracy,
room
how
with
can I
some
give you more
roses
respect?
framed up, finally got a shirt that
Because
fits
in
him.
all
Yes,
pretty
Tracy
decent
went through hell
cat
and
on
back.
the
I
internet,
understand.
Sticking
or
up
somebody
for
an
My
hour
best
every
friend,
night
you
on
asshole.
MSNBC,
12
somebody
years
2 hours
Musicians have
every
trusted
day,
Shore on stage and in the
Respect
studio for
everything.
3
decades.
hours every day.
And now you can
talk radio show right here.
You're gonna be a deadbeat dad?
You waiting for a while, waiting for that girl.
You guys made it.
Yeah, you sounding just like me.
Say
How old are you today?
This is Jess.
I don't know.
You can't just be friends.
Whatever.
That's not what I do. I am going through a pedagogy in my mind. I don't have anything written down. I don't have a master plan. I just know that we got to get from this abysmal society that we have with some glimmering hopes. There's some glimmering good things.
She gonna get you.
We got to get from here to where
What's wrong with you?
survive in perpetuity.
Yeah. He's funny.
Be careful getting people.
It's funny. Jerry said, tell yourself.
Wow, numbers went up. 17:45.
He's laughing, Lou. He's laughing.
I talk, man, but I'm not good at it. Good night, everybody. Any super chat that I missed, I love you, and I'm going to give you a shout out in the next one. Take care.
It is funny, though.
Hard.
Walked up the hotel and was like, what the heck is going on? The second time he looked like wants to eat. It's going to cost me $200.
How am I trying to get back? How am I trying to get back?
That's funny.
Where's Sudank? Is he here? Is Sudank here?
Oh, that's bad.
Is Sudank here?
Oh, man.
Where are you going? Are you going to give me an invite, Tom? Are you going to about toxicity when you have a server that's built on toxicity?
Good evening from the Health Education Western Reserve University. I'm Chris Wallace of Fox News, and I welcome you to the first of the 2020 presidential debates. We're going to give you Vice President Joe Biden. This debate is sponsored by the Commission on Presidential
John, knock the fuck off! That's the way to get it done.
Open discussion.
No, okay, I know, but listen, John.
Why you're going to give me an invite back?
For the record, I decided
everybody stop.
I don't ever come back. That's what I'm saying.
Just like Madonna.
What's happening now?
Madonna? You don't like Madonna?
John, stop!
Madonna wants to take you out on a date.
Campaign that three candidates, if short, shake hands at the beginning of tonight's debate. The audience here in the hall has promised to
What do y'all do, make love?
No, I'm just kidding.
I just said that because the
I just
we welcome the Republican nominee, President Trump.
Listen, cut it off tonight. Let it be done tonight. Everybody go their separate ways. Tomorrow, hit up each other. Maybe you'll come back and maybe you guys can be peaceful. Could you do that? Would that be okay? Just shut the fuck up. That's it.
You gotta start from the bad side and go in the middle. You gotta stay side.
I'm just trying to
I only knocked one down. There you go. Only one.
To both of you you tonight. Why are you right in the argument you make and your opponent wrong? And where do you think a Justice Barrett would take them? President Trump, in this first segment, you go first.
No, I ain't been around because we've been around 3 weeks.
Very simply, we won the election.
Fuck up.
Elections have consequences.
What are you talking about?
What do you eat?
Soup?
Yeah.
What kind of soup? By all.
Cream?
Academic. Good in every way. Good in every way. Endorsers are very liberal people from Notre Dame.
See you later.
Places. So I think we did it after the election itself.
See you later.
Night, guys.
So I think she'll be outstanding. She's going to be
What kind of soup
as anybody that has served in that court. We really feel that. We have a professor at Notre Dame.
What kind of soup you have, boy?
It's all fucking irrelevant. Reaper, you and I,
Mushroom
Reaper, you and I are
soup?
cool. Who cares? You're higher up on the hierarchy. Who gives a fuck? This is cringy bullshit.
Very few people knowingly would say otherwise. And by the way, the Democrats, they wouldn't even think about that. They had the only difference is they tried to do it faster. There's no way they would give it up. They had married down, but the problem is they didn't have the election, so they were stacked.
Everybody's having one day.
God. So we won the election.
You don't have to speak on it.
You have to get that snake.
Thank you. Any question to you, Vice President?
I don't have to speak on anything, Reaper. I am speaking on it. Recognize your own hypocrisy.
Instead of unblocking me and giving me a
when they vote
fucking
for
idiot.
Yes, you are. Literally everything about this is all personal shit with you. Fuck up.
Tens of thousands of people have already voted.
You don't get these. You don't make people.
Yeah, you don't like that it's coming out of
That's the only way the American people get to express their view is by who they elect as president, who they elect as president. What's at stake here? He's made it clear. He wants to get rid of the Affordable Care Act. He's got been running on that. He's in the Supreme Court.
Here's Lester's plate of Chinese food. He's going to get more.
Which will strip $20 million from insurance, health insurance.
Actually, our ball stones for the park.
Oh, they got the heated bread under there, huh? That looks good, brother. What is that?
What?
What is that?
Chicken skirt. What do you think?
Chicken.
Deaf? Why? You never seen food before? Jesus Christ, man.
Don't drop him. Slacker.
I don't want to hear that tonight.
How's the water? I don't like that. What is he talking about over here? How's the water? I'm not a slacker. If I was a slacker, I wouldn't be here. You going swimming today? What is it? Not right now, maybe later. Just don't drop him. I never drop him. Always do. I never do. I'm sorry. But you drop him, so I don't get him, right?
Oh, good. Yeah, because it's touching it. It goes away. So that's
That was good, but... When they drinking too much, yeah. It happens. That happens a lot.
On Tuesday or Wednesday?
I don't know. As long as compared to what they do on their show.
Stop.
Like I can't do anything about that. Some people do. Oh, you ain't see this one. One time we was on his old man, he shit down in his pants.
Yes.
We threw him on the mattress. There was a lot of shit on the mattress. It was stupid.
You shit bad?
The man was so drunk and he shit on me.
Did you help him clean it up?
I didn't clean it up. We make Dominic clean it up with his face.
With his face? They like it?
No.
I'm going right in the shit.
An egomaniac control freak too. You want to have the last word. Fuck you. I know myself. You don't. Fuck yourself.
That's what I said. Nothing else to do.
You want the last word.
Some people do, some people don't. Exactly.
Oh, and I'm in there telling them what they
How's that sandwich?
What sandwich? Fucking
I am their friend.
What'd you get? What'd you get?
Johnny Hoagie.
Giant hoagie?
Yeah.
What do you got in the bag?
Huh?
Show him, Les.
Holy shit.
Pick it up.
What are you gonna do with that thing?
Let me see. Let me stop for look. Pick it out, Les. Show him this motherfucker.
It's the size of your fucking head.
Move the wrapper. Let's see it.
It's the size of your fucking head, man. It's the size of your fucking head.
Where'd you get that for the flight?
Huh?
You got that for the flight?
Yeah. That's for the flight.
You got the sandwich for now and then the sandwich for the flight?
Maybe, yeah. Later, yeah. I gotta have something, man. My system broke.
You're right. The flight's a whole hour.
I didn't study that. I studied women's and butt naked. Please, they fucking hustle.
That sounded good. Sounds like a good major.
It's a big can of beans, boy.
All right, let's talk. We got a lot of time back there, gentlemen. We got a lot of time. So, on healthcare.
Les? The barbecue is up in flames.
So you're going to say I'm like,
Watch it, it's gonna burn.
You gotta get the hell out of
the last 4 years, you have promised.
What the hell is this? I don't know.
That's all right.
You know, I've got it in the games like that. Beetlejuice, hot dogs. It's all cut up. They cook good, so.
They do it?
Huh?
You know what you're doing?
Yeah.
For the barbecue, I really appreciate it. It's really good.
Thank you.
Thanks, bud.
You welcome.
We gotta do it again sometime.
Not every day.
Moderator of this debate, I'd like you to ask my question. You, in the course of these years, never come up with a comprehensive plan to replace Obamacare and largely symbolic executive orders existing
You know what time it is, right?
5 days before this debate. So my question, sir, is what
No,
is
it's almost 4 in the morning.
First of all, I guess I'm debating you, not him, but it's okay. I'm not surprised.
I respect
I won't, because I'm not frying.
You gotta fry them. Then how you cook them?
I'm going with favored nations, which no president has the courage to do because you're going against big pharma. Drug prices
You
will
can't
be
cook in
coming
this.
down
You
80
gotta
or
clean that shit
90%.
out, right?
You could have done it during a 47-year period.
I know, we don't need oil.
No, you don't need that.
Nobody's done it. So we're cutting health.
We got another
All
pan?
of the things that we've done, insulin. I give you an example. Insulin. It was destroying families, destroying people because I'm getting it for so cheap. It's like water. You want to know the truth? So cheap. Take a look at all of the drugs that prescription drug prices. We're going to allow our governors now to go to other countries to buy drugs because when they pay just a tiny fraction.
This is open discussion. Let me ask you,
This is
happy.
stuff.
That went down.
One of your points.
You know I fucking hated
points
that
out
shit.
that you would like to add a public
We got bread, right?
to
We got
Obamacare.
bread?
The argument that he made,
I
and
know
other
I
Republicans
fucking
make,
hated
is that is going to end private insurance.
Where you
will,
on the other hand got enjoyment.
it will
Power
end private insurance and create a government takeover.
When I
Tell me about the ghost, dude.
People who are so poor, they
Remember there was a ghost making coffee the other night?
time
in most states.
That's what you told Michelle?
Oh, it probably was.
No.
It wasn't you.
Not
Anyone who qualifies
You
for
never know what's a
Medicare,
ghost in here. You never know.
Medicaid would
Have you ever seen him?
be
Huh?
enrolled
Have you ever seen him?
I've seen a real ghost.
The vast majority.
What is he, black or white?
White.
White ghost?
In that option.
Get
Now,
some
Joe,
type of
Bernie Sanders
fucking
There's no such thing as black ghost?
No, really, it's a real ghost. You'll never know.
I'm not going to listen to him. The fact of the matter is,
So then you want me to be like you?
I know you did.
I'm here to stand in the face of the
Yeah, but I didn't hear you, bitch.
I got very lucky. I'm very lucky tonight as well. And tonight I'm going to make sure because here's the deal.
Now, what do they do? Just sit there for a little while?
They gotta be up.
Everybody knows he's alive. But you, I just want to make sure.
Bro, I apologize. Yo, get over it.
What are you doing that camera now?
I want to make sure.
Keep crying about it.
What is that? Oh my god, how hot is
You picked the wrong guy, the wrong night, at the wrong
How fucking hot is that?
Here's the deal.
When I fucking hate
There is no manifesto.
Nothing, but Steve coming up to the belt.
Number two.
I never said that.
Okay, but then what
Idea what this
Yeah.
person's doing.
I respect
Steve's here last.
Wow, like I don't know that. I see him over there. I ain't that dumb. Like I don't know where he is.
What do you call it? Let me get a bite of that hot dog. Let me get a bite.
We made it better, and I had a choice to make very early on. We took away the individual
Like the hot dog in the mouth?
guaranteed pre-existing conditions, but took away the
Don't leave me
individual
alone.
mandate.
Get away from me.
I'm just kidding.
But more importantly, I want to help people.
I respect that
He said,
about
you got to run
you.
it
But
so
other
well.
than that,
And I just had a meeting with them. They said the problem is no matter how well you run Obamacare, it's a disaster. It's too expensive, premiums are too high, and it doesn't work. So we do want to get rid of it. We want to get rid of it.
I understand it, sir, but I have to give you roughly equal time.
Lester! Come here.
I don't know what I want to do. I didn't even notice that.
What's going on? What do you want to eat? What do you want to eat?
I don't know. Well, I'm waiting on Michelle. I don't know what you want, huh?
Okay, what do you want?
No, where's Stevie? You want you.
Yeah, you gotta order him.
Yeah, right. And no, eat the broccoli.
What else?
Huh?
What else?
Well, one more. Yeah, put a little bit in there. There you go. Yeah, look at that.
Okay, so two sides. 1, 2, apple. 1, 2. Okay, 15 seconds. Okay.
You got the carrot. I got a carrot.
Okay, thank you. Okay, have a good day.
Have a good day.
Ready?
Where you want to sit? Whenever you don't finish, you should take it home.
I apologize. No, get over it.
You happy with your math?
I love it.
Yeah. You love Yoda, right? He's a good guy.
He is. He's a good bear. There's nothing wrong with it.
He's a dwarf. Yoda's a dwarf. You knew that, right? It don't matter.
I know it don't matter.
But do you like midgets?
I hate
This shit is good. I appreciate you saving my life. If it wasn't for you, you know I'd be dead, right? When I had a stroke.
And if it wasn't for me knocking that damn door down, you wouldn't be in and out.
Thank you, Les. I never got to thank you. I just wanted to thank you.
You're welcome.
How is it? Food.
Food, yeah, really good. hates you.
I hate that. And it still takes it.
No, it's not on, is it?
Hmm? Go.
Guys, look into the camera and say, Sean, I hate when you tape me. Dad, look, Dad.
Sean, I hate you taping me, but I hate it all.
Tell him, look. In here, in here.
You're a pain in the ass.
What else? Tell him something else. Tell him.
Oh, also, you had this small little baby dog. And it's very small. Michelle said your shit's very small. She said you can't even feel it. It's too small. Small baby, you gotta slow it.
What else?
That was it.
It's just a pain in the ass, right?
Pain in the ass. That's all he is.
Always walking around with a damn what?
He is a nut. Crazy nut.
How's your food?
Good.
I'm stuffed. He's so full. Where's Sean?
Apple. Up yours. Up you without the hole up in your ass.
Eat your meat. Huh? Eat some of your meat. Don't you like it?
I like the meat.
You look so much better shaved.
So much meat, huh? So much.
No, it's a lot.
I eat too much, that's why. I'm full already. I'm full already.
I heard you. I'm trying to fix it. I don't
Since I'm doing that, I'm gonna get this to go. How's that?
All the lines he's told you about.
That was scary. You look like a fool.
Cool, dude. Cool.
Way too big.
Too big?
That feels comfortable?
Can you see less?
It's scary, huh?
It does. Don't you want scary?
Nice.
It's scary? A little. It's a devil. Now you look like a scary old man.
Come at me, Les.
Over here, honey. Can't see. Can't see.
Leave it down.
Yeah, leave it down. It's okay. You can't see it, doesn't matter.
Lester, go out. Come at me.
Walk on. Do it.
That's Michael Jackson. Tell him, Shal.
Do it.
Do the moonwalk. Real quick. Do the moonwalk.
Hey.
Let me see.
Do it again. That's cute.
Vice President Biden, you have been much more
cool, bro. Shell, look at this one.
It's my favorite one.
Mine too.
You have to like it, but it's my favorite.
It's like, big
Better?
one? You like the bigger one?
You don't like that one?
Nah. Who are you now? Ready?
Pretty here.
Look at the teeth.
Who's that? Jason?
Jason. Yeah, they both fight. Same here.
Nancy Pelosi and Schumer, they have a plan.
Cool.
He won't even meet them. The Republicans won't meet them.
That one fits better, right?
He sits in his golf course.
Let me see.
Literally, think about it.
Too big. I can't even see.
It's too short?
You think I'm a cowboy?
So you want the Yoda?
Yeah.
All right, you get the Yoda. Yeah. Bigger.
Okay. So, Sean, you're paying?
Oh, no. Come on, Yoda.
I just didn't want to make sure I was visual.
Come here. What's up? What are you doing? Yoda? Yoda just took a hit of cigarette. Let me see.
To increasingly question the effectiveness.
It didn't come out.
It's in your mask, probably.
Yeah, it's in your ass.
No, I said it's in your mask, not in your ass.
Fuck you, Yoda.
Good.
That's a nice mask, Lester.
It is nice.
It is really nice. It looks really nice.
You like it?
Yeah, I love it.
Tonight, as an example, everybody's had a test and we've had social distancing and all the things that you have to put
It's in your mask.
I wear a mask. I don't wear a mask like that.
You were wrong.
200 feet away from it, he shows up with the biggest mask I've ever seen.
I was lost. It was over there.
That looks really good on you. You like it?
Yeah.
And we can make it tighter right here, babe. Like that, so it's tight on his head. Right, Les?
Huh?
You love that mask?
Yeah.
Tell Luke you love Yoda.
I do love Yoda.
Say, Luke, I love Yoda.
Luke's my ass.
No, Luke's the boy that you fought in Vietnam with.
Alright.
In the Marines.
Yeah, what's up, brother?
Say, do you like midgets? Les, do you like midgets?
I hate midgets.
Really?
Like you.
Can I get a picture with him? You mind, B? You mind if I get a picture with you?
Yeah, be real quick.
Thanks, B.
He just got his mask.
All right.
He just got his pumpkins over here. Yeah, so you gotta pick one. No, pick whichever one you want. The Halloween.
In any case,
These are cool.
you in the big rallies, why you
Pick out one that you want me to carve for you. I'll carve it tonight. Probably that one, right? That one's good? Or how about that one?
No, this one.
Let me see. You sure that one's alright?
Yeah.
We have had no problem whatsoever. It's outside, that's a big difference according to the experts. So we do them outside. We have tremendous
How about this one, Les?
crowds.
Oh, that one's too big.
And literally on 24 hours notice. And
That's the one you want?
yeah. Has 3 people sometimes.
Or this one? That one or this one?
I don't know, son.
Nah, get that one. That one's cool. Yeah, that one's cool. The one you picked up first, I like.
Which one you want? You want the smallest one or you want the...
We're not worried about you. We're not worried about the people out there breathing in one. We've had no negative feedback.
That one's
no
too big.
negative effects. We've had no
Too big for that one?
And we've had 35, 40,000 people.
want to just quickly finish up because I want to move on to our next
Yes, I would.
See what that one looks like.
Irresponsible the way in which he is.
That one's not it.
Social distancing.
That one's broke.
Basically encourage them not to.
That one's broke.
If you
How about
could
that
get
one?
the crowds, you would have
None
done
of
the
them.
same thing. But you can't.
Gentlemen, can we move
All right,
on?
we'll just wear that one.
Gentlemen, can we move on?
That one, Les. We'll take that
The
one.
economy is, I think it's fair to say, recovering.